Welcome back, surf fans. This is the Hawaiian Pro stop number 1 of Ant's Triple Crown of Surfing. Tanner Gudauskas up against Carlos Munoz, Vasco Ribeiro, O'Neil, Massin in the lineup to start us off. O'Neil, Massin.
Yeah, O'Neil here. Bit of an underdog from Tahiti though, and classically Tahitians are very comfortable in strong surf, and as I say that, classic, half the time they'll get taken care of. Some big wipeouts.
And here we go. Vasco Ribeiro, always a standout in big, solid right-handers, and it's turns like that that have been getting him huge scores over the past couple years here on the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing. And there you see our first look at San Clemente's Tanner Gudauskas. Surfing for Team Vans. The positive vibe warrior goes straight up into the lip. There you see the powerful approach of Tanner. Backhand. Positivity fueled power surfing from Tanner Gudauskas.
That judge is going to be absolutely in love with that wave. That should be an excellent score.
Here we go, back at it. The Costa Rican dream, Carlos Munoz. Carving it, starting this wave off as it starts to extend out, speeding down the line. So far, a little bit flat on the face for Carlos. He gets caught in the whitewater.
You know, it's not only Haleiwa. Most surf spots around the world, I'm sure you can testify to this, Chris, is that usually the second, third wave just gets cleaner. More water draws off the reef, and usually the shallower the wave, you know, less wrinkles and chops, and just a smoother face, and that allows the surfers to go to town. You know what? A couple of nice carves there from Carlos, so it's going to be an okay score despite him falling off on the third turn. But this guy right here finished on his feet, and he did it in a big way. And the judges love it when you can finish with a bang. Nice snapper there, almost dug a rail, but managed to pull out of it. But that second turn, again, even though he kind of pearled for a second, he did so well to hang on. And again, it's a super heavy, tight transition. It's so bowly on that inside section. It's tough to do a maneuver and escape. And Tanner did a great job of doing just that. And out the back, just a weird little bottom turn. You nailed that, Chris. That's exactly what happened. Kind of a funky little pivot there that threw him off. So no doubt Vasco is going to try and forget about that wave. Here's a second angle, looking into it a bit more, so we can see just how hollow this section is. Great turn, and almost a different version of it right here. Again, watch the nose. Kind of pearled, but he refused to fall. So great tenacity.
Oh yeah, I try and come here as much as I can here, Sunset and Pipe. I've been trying to surf all these waves when I was little, just because I knew one day I'd be in these contests. So it's starting to pay off. I'm stoked.
Well, highly likely and a best bet for the rookie of the Triple Crown, this guy, Griffin Colapinto. We're going to see him in the round of 64 next, guys.
Incredible. And during that interview, we saw Tanner Gudauskas with a magnificent looking second wave.
Yeah, he has the task right now. No doubt he heard the 8.3. He's trying to get a second score. It is your best two waves that allow you to progress, and that is successful right there from Tanner. That was funky.
All right, before we get to that, we got live action. Vasco Ribeiro, surfer from Portugal. He's about 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, solid rock. And that mass allows him to do big turns like that. You know, mass, bam, 7.33 for his second wave.
Yeah, here's Vasco Ribeiro. And if you remember, Chris, he made it all the way to the semifinals last year in the CT in Portugal. He was a wild card there. Next thing you know, his board got air. It looked like he fell right on his rib, so hopefully he's okay.
You saw him paddling over the shoulder. We'll keep our eyes on him. Massin now, surfer from Tahiti, carving back. This wave looked like it's standing up for O'Neil. Nice big snap, straight back into the pocket, right back into the lip. Shades of Joe Centeo in his approach right there, but that last turn,
he's going to go out there and wait for a bomb.
Well, speaking of Tanner Gudauskas, here he is again. The Gudauskas brothers have coined the term frothing. And judging by the way Tanner's surfing right now, they'll all be on that froth program. Third wave now. Here's another look at that quick ride from Tanner.
Yeah, nice bottom turn. You saw he's pretty aggressive with that line. Got straight back to the top quickly.
Well, he looks to be safe and uninjured. Carlos Munoz, after a really sketchy looking wipeout, back on his board, back up into the lip. Rebounding nicely from a fall that really could have gone either way in the world. O'Neal Massin, his broken board is on the beach, but he is back in the lineup and he is throwing some brutal hacks, but goes down right. Has the field nearly comboed and he is not even halfway done yet. Taking off on another beastly looking wave. This one not playing out like his previous 3 waves. He's got an 8.33 and a 7.33. Right behind him, Vasco Ribeiro trying to play catch up. Needs a 5.07. Solid opening carve. Right back up in the lip. Driving his heels to the end of his turns to just throw that added spray, and that was how you want to finish a wave. Wow, Carlos Munoz getting in the act as well. I like that exchange from Carlos and Vasco.
Out here, that is a classic power move. And here he is, the top of the wave. Nice rail work right there. So a solid wrap. So good variation. Another clean hack. So that's 2 power moves, but watch the tail block. Wow, 3 carves. And this is the turn right here, maybe the best one. I mean, this, I haven't seen any scores drop yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it's up into the 9s. So that was one of the better waves I've seen ridden in this event. So we'll see how the judges like it. Clean wrap from Carlos. And then a really a big section to take on Chris. And, you know, that was the kind of section you would have given him a hall pass if he avoided it.
Style score right there, an 8.20. Jumps into 2nd place. His backup, a 4.77. Carlos Munoz needing a 7.05. It's going to be close, Ross. And it's there. 7.43. O'Neal Massin has been quiet the past couple of minutes, but now he lets his surfing shout out loud from the mountaintops. Deep bottom turn. Tricky spot to do that big top carve. He's just managing somehow to hang on. His 3rd turn, straight to the lip. There's your toilet bowl section. Hacks it off onto dry reef. Right behind him, Carlos Munoz. The man bun might be coming undone, but his surfing is spot on. Carlos Munoz is out.
O'Neal right here, classic Tahitian surfing. I really enjoyed this wave here. Nice snap. It was a tough wave to ride as well. You saw the bumps on the face, so he made it look easier than it was. They're kind of knifing through all those sections there. So great rail work from him. That is classic power moves. A nice little layback snap too, just to mix it up slightly before he gets flushed in the toilet bowl. So this should be a big number for O'Neal. And you know, now he's gonna be able just to get rid of that 4.23 that he has for a 2nd score. Non-issue here for Carlos. He's still gonna be searching for a 2nd score.
5 action, Vasco Ribeiro. Portuguese powerhouse. Having some difficulty slipping off the deck grip right there. He has criminal intent. He got a big score. 9.17, you were right, Ross. Right back into it. Now Tanner Gudauskas flying down the line, high speed. And the wave just goes a little bit faster than one of the fastest surfer on the planet, Tanner Gudauskas, can go. Just the way he maintained control in an out of control situation. Here's a look back as what we've seen thus far. It's been Tanner Gudauskas leading the pack, but man, he's got hard charging surfers right at his heels.
Yeah, he really does. So this heat's not over. I mean, it's possible that Tanner could drop down the 3rd or 4th even. It's anyone's game. Everyone has one big score. The difference, this man right here on your screen, he has a great backup score. He's got that 7.3 right here. And, you know, I just really like his technique. He's smooth. He reminds me a bit of a Hobgood. You know, stays super low to his board. He's got great technique for big waves. You know, he's not going to fall off very often. Here's the biggest score we've seen of today, I believe. There was one bigger one from Tanner Hendrickson, I believe. But 9.17 here from O'Neal. Again, Tahitian boy, feeling really comfy in the big waves. A massive score. Nice little layback snap right there.
So do not sleep on O'Neal Massin. 4 minutes to go. It's going to be Vasco Ribeiro. Somehow, even with that big 8.20, he's in 4th place. We'll see if he can get a 5.21. That was a great start. This wave peeking up for him on the inside. Nice hacking turn. All right, 5.21. Did he do enough? He thinks so. Do you agree with Vasco, Ross?
I think so. You know, that seemed like a little better than average right there. It was a big set wave, and he had 2 committed, solid snaps.
Cut out for him, so here you go, score it.
Well overhead.
Ross.
Nice bottom tear, and that's vertical. So a bit different. He had a lot of carves today, but that was more of a snap and then an underlit carve to finish. Now, is it going to be way over if 5-5 gets it? No, it'll be just.
Well, this guy's in a dangerous spot in more ways than one. Carlos Munoz right there having to duck under. And folks, the scores have come in. The judges have spoken. Vasco does enough. A 6.83. That blasts him up into second place.
Wow.
And that drops O'Neill Massin down into third. Munoz now in fourth. They have a normal job over here on the North Shore when the waves and weather is like this on any given day. Well, this guy's got a job to do. He needs to get a 5.86. So far, this wave has not offered him much. A little cover up. Heartbreaker, Ross.
Wow.
What just happened?
Well, he had priority, so he was right there, and the wave came to him. So it looked like his hopes were high, and that wave had some potential, but it really kind of split in half. It was funky. I don't mind the fact that he pulled into that barrel, even though it was kind of mushy. He didn't really have much opportunity. Unfortunately for O'Neill, that wave shut down.
Would have been one of the only completed tube rides we've seen of the day, so it would have been kind of cool to see what the judges would have done with that score. Unfortunately, goes down. As a surfer, jersey or not, it is hard to resist a barreling section. Out the back, second place surfer Vasco Ribeiro. He needed 7.47. He could get the lead here. That's how you start it. Another bottom turn, straight in the lip, blast the tail. Vasco sends the crowd into a frenzy. Third turn. Wow, that's how you end a heat.
Statement.
He's gunning for Tanner Gudauskas with that wave. Easily be up in that excellent range on the strength of his first two turns. He added a third one in. The judges reacted nicely with it. 9.37. There you go, Kaipo. Your new interviewee will be your heat winner, Vasco Ribeiro.